Everyone, Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. We are going to be talking about Terminator, specifically the future of the franchise and Terminator Zero. For that, I feel like I sort of got to put my cards on the table, explain my biases here. I'm for Terminator for the John Connor future war storylines, pure and simple. The first two are what I consider the movies, and then I will co-sign parts in the ending of three. And then I like a lot of Salvation. I think if the Sam Worthington Marcus character didn't exist, it was a step in the right direction. I ultimately just wanted to see that future war ending with like a future war trilogy of movies, sending John or Kyle back in time, thus completing the loop that we've always had of the paradox of was there ever an actual original John Connor? How could he be if Kyle's his father? Blah, blah, blah. That is the loop of Terminator. And then outside of that loop, I'm just not all that interested. I'm also just not that interested in a lot of the animes, which is why when we got Terminator Zero coming out, it was like, well, maybe I originally thought this was going to be a retelling of the first two movies, but in anime, no, it's a brand new telling. Not a fan of what they did with some of the lore changes at the very end. I'm also not a fan of people 1v1ing against Terminators and being able to kick them and knock them off with just like unaugmented humans being able to do it. But it's fine. I get a lot of the it's anime. So okay, all right. It's very popular though. People are liking it. James Cameron has talked about it. Someone who's not very popular, but is making more movies, and that's sort of where we get to with this one. So following his classified tease of whatever he's doing in the new Terminator movies. And of course, yes, they're going to mention it here. Dark Fate is an abomination that started a trend now that I hate of erasing John Connor. Who cares? Just another male, pale and stale white dude. He's not the savior. It could be, it's Danny. It was that little 5 foot tall Dora the Explorer actress that we saw in Romulus. And in Terminator Zero, they do just the same thing where, yeah, there's been a billion saviors. John's just one of many. I don't like it. Others do. So I was just on the Terminator subreddit. No one is happy for James to be doing more movies, but he does talk about that. And he talks about Terminator Zero here. He says, it looks interesting. My relationship to that is very much like the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is goated. Other people spinning stories in a world I set in motion is interesting to me. What is their takeaway? What intrigued them about it? Where are they going with it? It looks like they're going back to the root cause of Judgment Day, the nuclear war, and whether that's an ultimate timeline. I'd be curious to see what they've come up with. I'm working on my own Terminator stuff right now. I've got nothing to do with that. Like the Sarah Connor Chronicles, they've occasionally touched on, so he might, I swear to God, if he has a fucking self-aware AI that's also meant to fight, but they've touched on some things I've been playing with completely independently. So there's some curiosity there. It's not a burning curiosity, but obviously it would be nice to see it succeed. Totally classified though. I don't want to have to send out. Yeah, he's talking about the movie, which we do get just a little bit more. A few details during his interview with Empire about what we can expect from his Terminator movies. Again, his decision to kill off John Connor in like the first 5 minutes of Terminator Dark Fate. So yeah, he says you've got powerless main characters, fine, essentially fighting for their lives, fine, who get no support from existing power structures and have to circumvent them but somehow maintain a moral compass. All right. And then you throw AI into the mix. Those principles are sound principles for storytelling today, right? So I have no doubt that subsequent Terminator films will not only be possible, but they'll kick ass. But this is the moment where you jettison all the specific iconography. It's more than a plan. He added, when asked about these new movies, we're in the planning stages. More than a plan. That's what we're doing. That's all I'll say for now. And yes, basically saying that we were going to be moving away from the classical. No more John and Sarah and T800s. And it's fine. There's plenty of people that want to play in that world with completely abstract. But even the Dark Fates, not Dark Fates, the Resistance games, Terminator Resistance, great game. They're still in that world. John Connor's still the savior of mankind, still the leader of TechCom. And the farther you move away from that, the farther you away from Sarah Connor and John Connor, I think the further you move away from the heart of what is the Terminator franchise. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Did you like Terminator Zero? You still watching it? Anime not for you? Did you only like it because it was anime? Are you like me, where like it's fine as an anime film, but as a Terminator production, you didn't like it? And what do you think about James Cameron continuing to make Terminator, and at least at this point he's going to be something completely new, getting us away, probably what they should do with Star Wars, completely away from the Skywalker family, even if some people also might say what I just said about Terminator, that Skywalkers are the heart of the Star Wars universe. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.